Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Always a pleasure for me to release video and new content for you. Um, Today the topic of today is probably a bit different from what I was talking in the previous episodes. Today I would like to um, talk about the importance of to have a or to just don't stop to dream. That's probably the topic of today. I experienced that in my life because for for a lot of people, and it has been for me the same. I experienced a lot of experiences when I was sad, when I felt sorrow, when I wasn't happy. That I felt that for so many years in my life, and I will talk about that today because this is probably a really strong topic for a lot of people around the world that are still trying to understand their purpose in life, their path that they want to take, the their mission that they are looking for, because everyone has a mission. Um, it took a while for me to understand that the life that I was doing before, it wasn't my life, and I'm still struggling to realize my dreams. Of course, I'm not speaking from a luxury life or a life plenty of things that make me feel realized. I'm no I'm no I'm still struggling and fighting to realize my dreams, like everybody we are doing. But I can definitely say that I am on the point where I am discovering and making the focus and trying to pass from the dreams what I had in my head to daily actions that I can do daily in order to arrive and make that dream true, which is a probably the most important point where the major percent of the people stop themselves. They feel stuck and they actually stop to dream, because when we have to pass from the imagination, the things that we have about how our life would be great once we will realize our dreams, pass from that point to the point where you actually start to write down a plans in the paper and say, okay, if I want to be there, I just have to accomplish the first task, the second task, the third task, and be operative, be someone that make actions. So why it's important for me, and why it's been important for me to understand that, because when you understand that, your life change and you got like you it's been my turning point when I discovered that, because I had probably the I felt the priority. It was a priority for me to pass from imagination into actions, because I was noticing that in my daily life, the dream that I was dreaming didn't have an effect in my job, in my communications with people, in my relationships. I didn't have an effect. I was sad. I was dreaming, but I was sad at the same time, and that for me was a problem, because when you don't have tools, when you don't have knowledge, when you don't have the right people around you, so where you are not surrounded to the right people that are rooting for you, they are supporting you, they can help you even to realize your dreams, everything, your entire environment around you is completely without energy. So even have the right environment around you that feed that dream, that is a really an important point for your dream. Is really important. If you don't have no one around you, the place where you're living is just making you tired, making you sad, probably that is the right point, it's a clear point that you have to escape from that world, from that environment. Even whether it's your house, whether is your um, place where you're born. Doesn't matter. You gotta escape from that place, because that place is a heavy place for you. That is avoiding, and it's making you always at the same point, at the same place, and I say a danger. And as soon you understand that, as soon you will be able to, as I said before, write down a plan and start to really accomplish daily tasks that allowed you to go closer, as much as closer as possible to your dream. That's probably has been my reference point when I discovered that. And I also would say that probably I'm not sure of that, but I would say that pass from the imagination to actions. It's the difference that we can make, and we can probably say that's why probably yeah I would say that this is the difference to have a dream and to have a goal. A dream is only an imagination, it's inside your head. It's wonderful, of course, to think about, but doesn't make you in the right position to realize, to make that dream true. The goal is something very practical. The goal is where you got a plan and where you commit every day. You put the 100% of your effort, the 100% of your commitment in order to get closer to that dream, because you got tools, you got a plan, you got a project, whatever it is, but you can get closer to that dream. That is a really strong difference that a lot of people underestimate, because it's full of people that have a lot of dreams, but actually they stopped to dream. So they say, I got a dream, yeah, but in practical every day, they don't really have a plan to realize those dreams. So this is one thing that I wanted to talk about, which is made me think a lot about that, because even me, I was really close to stop to dream. I was really close to say, okay, this is not for me. It's too hard. It's too hard to achieve. It's too difficult to achieve. I don't want to even think about that anymore, because it's too hard, too difficult. And the fact is that do that, even if it's hard, it's probably the worst thing that you can do. Because a dream can be really hard, can be almost impossible, but at least you have to try. Because if you don't try, you're gonna be 50 years old, 55 years old. You're gonna think at the past. You're gonna think, okay, why I did that? Why I actually made the choice to don't follow my dream anymore. And that's really bad, because it's so much better to try and fail, even 10 times in a row, even 20 times in a row, doesn't matter, but try. Because that make you already so much better than before, because your life improve, your daily routine improve, your actions improve, your feelings improve, even if you don't treat your dreams. That your life, of course, improve at the 100%. Your relationships are better, your work is better, your body get better, your mind get better, you start to go to the gym, you feel more energy inside yourself. Everything in the entire world is around you is better. So the importance of to don't put off the light of the dream inside yourself, because even the light of you gonna be off if you stop to dream. And that's something that people around you see. Your family see that. Your friends see that. Everybody see that. The energy of a person is something really clear, because an individual that has a dream seems to be more energetic, more happy. Suddenly you smile, you start to smile, you start to laugh, you start to be more kind, even with the people on the street. And that's something that we have to do. We have to I think it's mandatory to try. It's mandatory to try to follow our dreams. Whatever is the pace to play for me. Even if you're gonna spend money, especially if you're young, like me, like the young people. Like if you are 20 years old, if you are 25 years old, I mean, why should you think to stop your dream? Why should you think to stop to follow your dream? So that was the topic of today, and thank you for watching me again. I see you next time. Thank you.